Hello, all. Welcome to what I think is the 18th Swan lockdown quiz. Um, I hope you're all well. Do say hello in the chat. We're going to start in 15 minutes. So feel free to do the pictures. That's questions 1 to 15 and nothing else. Today's, and I'll save that for later, messages. My general feeling about this evening is that it's too hard. I apologise for this. I was someone to disappear myself. And I don't know why it is. It just feels a bit difficult. Well, I struggled before getting full marks, so, and I knew the answer. No, you'll be fine. You'll all be fine. Those of you who were interested in doing the quiz, because it meant that you'd be spending time in some way, in a remote way, with the former Swindon and Chesterfield frontman Colin Heath. He has announced that he's not taking part this evening, so sorry if that disappoints any of you. It disappoints me. Do say hello in the chat. I'm currently just feel like I'm talking to myself, which I am. I have a YouTube subscriber. That's exciting. Sophie Williams. Hello, Sophie Williams. How are you? What? If you're not doing the quiz, then you're going to get very little out of this. This is a. I mean, it's not much to look at, is it? Sorry, Sophie. As I said, do say hello. Otherwise, really, I'm just gazing blankly at myself, which is horrible. I also should point out that I may need to issue a strobe effect warning, as I have a slightly malfunctioning light. Hello, Ruth. Hello, Jen. There's a malfunctioning light in this room, which could cause flickering. So if you do suffer from epilepsy or related diseases, just be careful. And I accept no responsibility for any suffering other than that which I impose directly on you. That sounds odd as well, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. Hello, Ruth. Hello, James. Hello, Claire. How are we? That's a very positive, smiling face. Nice to see in these difficult times. Hello, Stephanie. Now, Stephanie and John, her other half, are unique in this quiz. They're the only people who've turned up on my doorstep today with a bag of beer. Those of you who are remote, excused, but they are the only people to have done that. I'll also say that only one team can win the quiz. Hello, Mickey. Hello, Francis. How are we all? I trust we are well. It's a majestic evening. What better could there be to do than learn and enjoy? Sorry, enjoy. I've just received an answer which I consider slightly racist. Delighted to say. Right, let's leave that alone for a minute. Today's question indicator is this, the revised Latin primer by Kennedy, of particular note. It's a very thorough section here on third and mixed conjugations. I don't know if you can see that. It's there on that page. Very thorough. So especially in deponent verbs, like say for example, one of the examples is obliviscor. I forget. Excellent, James. Good. Very pleased to hear it. Yeah, obliviscor. I forget. Deponent verbs, of course, passive in form, active in meaning, much like your host. There is little more satisfying in life than writing on the sole of a slipper with a biro, but prime move. That would work very well. Yeah, it's a shame though to tell. These covers, they don't make book covers like this anymore, do they? Probably not. I mean, manufacturing technology has moved on in a number of areas. It would be surprising if that hadn't passed on to bookmaking. This is the worst chat. I'll tell you what, I bet Sophie Wilson doesn't subscribe to this anymore. I'm only a matter of 9,972 subscribers away from being able to monetize this now. So I think imminently. I'm hoping to be. Who am I hoping to be? The new Logan Paul. Excellent, excellent, Jim. You don't learn conversational Latin, do you? You learn to say, "Farmer, these peasants are using my crops as a path," and things like that, as opposed to salvete omnes, tacite Takite. I'm Catholic. Takite. Mm-hmm. That way. It's Latin to muck about. Muck about. Don't know. We're going to start in 4 minutes, which is merciful release from those of you who are actually listening to this monologue of nonsense. The phantom clicking that actually have the quiz open. That's the cause of this. Better. There's a video live on my channel. I have a leaf blower and I'm not afraid to use it. Has joined. Excellent. Delighted to see you on board. Unless there is frantic complaint, we're going to start in 2 minutes. In fact, the complaint doesn't need to be that frantic, just insistent. Extant complaint. You can begin. Obviously, there's a couple of teams who have yet to begin. One team's off to an absolute flyer on the pitches, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's good. Someone has just. I'm going to just do this now. Someone's just made an error answering number 11 because that is. I mean, he would be the greatest film of all time. Don't get me wrong, but he's not yet been given a poster. Just advertising his right. He should do. He would actually subsume all other posters on account of his massiveness. Right. I'm going to presume that everybody is ready. In fact, I'm just going to say, is anyone not ready? If you are not ready, you have 30 seconds to send me a message. Otherwise, we're going to begin. There will be no questions taken from the revised Latin grammar. By the way, not even grappling with particularly hairy irregular verbs. There have been no messages. We shall begin. I'll just refresh one more time. Yes. Let us begin. Question 16. Ladies and gentlemen, question 16 is on television. Good television. Now, what is the name of the gentle, bucolic television program featuring official national treasure Bob Mortimer and probably now regional treasure Paul Whitehouse engaging in their favourite leisure pursuit? Just a two-word title will be fine. Bob Mortimer and Paul Whitehouse engage in their favourite leisure pursuit. What is the name of that TV program? Question 17, those entries on sport and football. And bad news this week for Bournemouth and their 4,500 fanatical geriatric supporters who've been relegated from the Premier League. But all hope is not yet lost, although it is, because they're thinking, considering legal action, ladies and gentlemen, after their relegation rivals Aston Villa stayed up in part due to a failure in goal line technology that resulted in them not losing a game, against which team Aston Villa, ladies and gentlemen, were denied a goal. So were spared conceding a goal. Against which team, ladies and gentlemen, which extra point gauge enabled them to remain in the Premier League at Bournemouth's expense? Who were Aston Villa's opponents who were denied the goal? I need a two-word answer for number 16, by the way. Question 18, ladies and gentlemen, is on politics. You would think, ladies, there's only one person more hapless in politics than the answer to this question, and that man is Chris Grayling, of course, who's the only minister ever to award a ferry contract to a company with fewer boats than the mean bullseye contestant. But who's particularly grateful for his existence? The second most hapless government buffoon who enjoyed his holiday in Spain of approximately 16 minutes this week before being forced to return home for a nice, relaxing period of quarantine. Who is that? The Transport Minister, currently, who enjoyed a very, very brief holiday in Spain, pictured him with a pint, before being asked to return home for a period of quarantine. Who was that hapless Transport Minister? And, dare I say, arse. I did dare. Question 19 is on films, ladies and gentlemen. Films and music. Which singer is portrayed by the also singer Diana Ross in the film biopic, whichever you prefer, Lady Sings the Blues? Lady Sings the Blues is a film documenting the life of which singer portrayed in the film by penalty taker extraordinaire Diana Ross? The thing about that penalty in the opening ceremony is that Diana Ross is not capable, especially not Diana Ross at the age of, how old would she have been then? Let's generously say she'd have been 50. But she's not, yeah, precisely, split the goal in half, but she isn't capable of kicking the ball, especially in those shoes, with enough speed, well, enough velocity, really. That was the problem, the direction as well, wasn't it? To realistically break the net. If you had, say, Hot Shot Hamish, or Roy Race with his famous rocket shot, or even Tony Stark, goal scorer for hire. In fact, it's real, there's Tony Stark. No, then it would have been fine, but not. Dana Ross, even if she gets it on target, is not going to have enough power. It's very, very poor casting. I'd have used Ted Nugent. That's what they should have done for. Just shoot the goal in half. You know. Question 20, ladies and gentlemen, is on history. What was the name and regular number of the German head of state during World War One? After which he resigned and everyone learned their lesson. No one did anything silly ever again. The German head of state during World War One. I need to name a number, I think. I do. After which everyone sat down and thought about the extreme damage they'd caused to the fabric of the world and never did the same again. Who's the Emperor, Kaiser of Germany? The Emperor, the Kingdom of Germany. In World War One, who was it? And I don't understand why they don't, for the World Cup opening ceremony, say, here's Johnny Metgod, or Method, to take part. I mean, there's no reason why he didn't feature. But Dana Ross, just a younger female singer in more appropriate footwear would have been fine. I mean, but one of the primary aspects of Diana Ross's career has never been a rocket shot. That's never been a thunderbolt from Diana Ross, a trademark thunderbolt from 30 yards. That's not known for a howitzer-like right boot, especially not with such an unusual jinking runner. Version 21, ladies and gentlemen. Now it can, ladies and gentlemen, be difficult to organise a party. What with all the things that need to be taken care of, during this process, the entertainment, the catering, drinks, appeasement of irascible 40-year-olds, that sort of thing. So luckily, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to rescue you all with my buffet suggestion, which is a suggestion of sausages, ladies and gentlemen. Now, eyebrows may be raised. Were you to serve these sausages at such an event, ladies and gentlemen, a French blood sausage, often used in Creole cookery, the name of which, possibly and probably, derivation of the current English word pudding, which is also an excellent foodstuff. The French blood sausage, ladies and gentlemen, used in the cookery, the Creole, name of which probably brings to us the English word pudding, which is also, of course, an excellent foodstuff. Someone has just put in their answers. I can guarantee that while she is a versatile actress, Diana Ross did not portray the UK's Minister for Transport in the film Lady Sings the Blues. Yeah, you can have the sausages again, Stephanie. What a lovely idea. So the French blood sausage, often used in Creole cookery, as well as French, from which the word pudding is derived. English word pudding, derived ultimately. It probably shares a unique an ancestor with the name of this French blood sausage. What's it called? I did say for question 20 that I need the number as well, so some of you haven't put the number down. Question 22, and as ever, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you now is a series of 10 seemingly unconnected items, which upon closer inspection by avid scrutineers are revealed to have a single conjoining theme. All you need to do is tell me what that theme is. So what links the following? Sausages, the Open Championship, The Legend of Zelda, Eurasia, Canada, or Iberia, a URL, a power chord with an H, Cash machines in the UK. TV funny man Mark Williams. We want to be together. That one. That we want to be together, wasn't it? Yeah. No. The song Speak Easy by Shed 7. And 7.92 inches. I'll give you those again. Sausages. The Open Championship. The Legend of Zelda. Eurasia, Canada, or Iberia, amongst others. A URL. The power cord. UK cash machines. TV funny man Mark Williams. The song Speak Easy by Shed 7. And 7.92 inches. What is those? Ladies and gentlemen, gird your loins, fasten your seatbelts, and prepare the travel sporran. Because today we're heading north of the border into mysterious land of Scotland. And where better to start in East Ayrshire than Kilmarnock? Ladies and gentlemen, before going to Hurlford, Mortline, Auchinleck, home of Scottish FA Cup round 2 Denny's and Auchinleck Talbot. Don't answer the door to this. Cumnock, really don't answer the door more recently. New Cumnock, Kirkconnell, Sanquhar, Mennock, Enter Kinfoot, the very basic water crossing Carronbridge, Thornhill, Closeburn, Kirkpatrick, the only place in the UK named after me twice, Aldgirth, Hollywood, before, as I thought my life might in 2004 after a misunderstanding with a local concerning precise ownership of a pint of tenants, terminating in Dumfries. What's that? You think that follows the valley of the River Nith? Yes, it does. Well done. I'll give you that route again. Starts in Kilmarnock. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going through Mockline, Auchinleck, Cumnock, New Cumnock, Kirkconnell, Sanquhar, Mennock, Enter Kinfoot, Carronbridge, Thornhill, Closeburn, Kirkpatrick, Aldgirth, Holywood. And then ceasing to exist, ladies and gentlemen, withering into nothing. In the beautiful town of Dumfries. Which A road is that? A and 2 digits, ladies and gentlemen. Just the 2 digits is fine. Question 24 is on science, GCSE chemistry. In fact, pre-GCSE chemistry. The atomic number, ladies and gentlemen, of an element is defined or provided by the number of what type of subatomic particle in the nucleus of an atom. So the atomic number of an element is defined as the number of what type of subatomic particle in the nucleus, that's important, of an atom. The science one, Ruth, is that. I'm assuming it's because no one could want me to say that road question again. The atomic number of an element is defined as the number of what specific subatomic particle in the nucleus of an atom. So which number of which subatomic particle found in the nucleus of an atom provides a chemical element with its atomic number. No problem. Question 26, ladies and gentlemen, is on TV. What is the name of the Gateshead-born voiceover artist most famous for his work on Big Brother? You know, the Dear to Him. What is his name, the Gateshead-born voiceover artist most famous for his work on Big Brother? What's his name? Just a surname is fine. As it always is. I'll tell you if I need something more. Good. And confident people just go for the full name. Just the surname, yeah. Oh, it's so close. So if you could. No, I didn't ask question 25. Hello, Sophie. I didn't ask question 25. You're right. And there's a reason for that. And that reason is that I am an idiot. What are you? You are an idiot. So just do it in the next one. And I will be lenient on that. If you put the wrong one in the wrong one, I will wear that like a coat of shame, like a hair shirt. So don't worry about changing it or anything like that, because I've already marked them. So the next one is on surprise albums. Thank you, Sophie. I'm a fool. Which artiste surprised and delighted her fans and gave fresh apathy or annoyance to non-admirers with the shock release of her new album Folklore last Friday? The artist who surprised and delighted her admirers worldwide with the shock release of a new album Folklore last Friday, assisted by members of the National. Who was that? So do write that answer in 25 or 26, depending on what you've done already. I don't mind. I can mark it correctly now. There are currently, ladies and gentlemen, 2 points between the top 9. This excites me. I've just enjoyed a rundown to those. I understand the thinking, but question 27, ladies and gentlemen, is on sport and geography. When it comes to sporting events which sound as though they were held in the ancient past beneath Olympian deity and above the Lassen nymph, you can't say much further than the Styrian Grand Prix. The Styrian Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen. In the Formula One Canada, however, this was in fact named for the region of Styria, which is a province or a region of which European country in which the event was held. The Styrian Grand Prix, ladies and gentlemen, recently held, named after the province or region of Styria, which is part of which European country? Question 28, ladies and gentlemen, is on products. Let me talk you through my morning routine, ladies and gentlemen. I wake up, go back to sleep, obviously go to the bathroom and so on, and then I'll have a delicious bowl of green cockerel sponsored breakfast cereal, ladies and gentlemen. Which product is Cornelius the Rooster? The well-known mascot, Cornelius the Rooster. The mascot, the logo, whatever you wish. Which product? Well, certainly was. He may have been moved on, but he definitely was for years. Do need to be a bit specific, though. Like, I just say one word there isn't. That's not the surname of that product, is it? Question 29 is on films. Meryl Streep, ladies and gentlemen, Meryl Streep. There's one too. Best Actress Oscars, there, or their nomenclature, not mine, for Sophie's Choice in 1983, and for The Iron Lady, of course. But for which 2018 film in which she starred alongside Tom Hanks did she receive her most recent nomination for leading actress? Meryl Streep has won 2 Best Actress Oscars, leading actress Oscars for Sophie's Choice and The Iron Lady. But for which 2018 film she starred alongside Tom Hanks did she receive her most recent Best Actress nomination? I've seen it. It's very boring. I mean, it's good. None of those films that's good, but just dull. It that. Everyone's very worthy. They speak in a very worthy way. Okay. And question 30 is on history, local history, I'm afraid. Those of you who are more remote. So, which local battle, local to York, battle on the 20th of September 1066, did King Harold Hardrada and his assistant Tostig Godwinson defeat the Earl of Northumbria and the Earl of Mercia? 20th of September 1066. Harold III Hardrada and Tostig Godwinson defeated the Earl of Northumbria and the Earl of Mercia. A local battle, 20th September 1066. Which battle? Uh-oh. You may experience some lag about now. I did disconnect. If it's okay, I mean, I've had correct answers to that question, but it may lag a bit. No, okay, good. Okay, so the next 10, ladies and gentlemen, are part of the ongoing YouGov most highly thought of range. So it's top 10, got an ongoing, so it's a current and active poll on YouGov, but it's been in place for some time. The 10 most popular, most highly thought of authors. Okay, that's the next 10. They are not all British. 2 of them are bizarre choices. I'll say that. So the next 10, you need to give me the first names as well. In fact, I'll just tell you now, none of them are called Bronte. So don't try and put Bronte and get a point for you. That's not going to work. So the top 10 most highly thought of writers. Okay, not necessarily British. Majority are, not necessarily. As a current ongoing YouGov poll. That I'm going to give you 5 minutes to think of those. Put them in any order, right? One in each space from 31 to 40. It does include playwrights, by the way. I'm just basically giving you all the points. They aren't alive, Stephanie. Not, I mean, not all of them are dead. Some of them are definitely dead, and some of them are alive. It's a mix. None of them are both alive and dead. Don't put anyone called Bronte down, I told you. Jesus. Give you a minute to get on with that, then we'll get on with more questions. Sod. Someone just put sod. I mean, that's sod is not an author. Well, it might be. It's more an insult here, isn't it? No, for you. Oh, I see. Sod this. That's not very nice, is it? Let's see who wrote that. Yeah, I got it now. Don't we? Leave everything can say anything. Okay, good. Let's do some more questions. Put on with my book. Here it is. Question 41 is on TV and geography. The number 10 tourist attraction, according to TripAdvisor, in Swindon is a feature which shares its name with an iconic children's TV show of yesteryear. There was a more recent film on it, which was very bad. What is the name that's shared between Swindon's number 10 tourist attraction, according to TripAdvisor, and an iconic children's TV show of yesteryear, which had a very bad recent film based on it? What is that? Either the attraction or the TV show. They've got the same name. Question 42, ladies and gentlemen, is on words. Very straightforward question, really. Now, many animals, indeed, many of those taking part this evening, seem to be nocturnal. Ladies and gentlemen, nocturnal. What is the opposite? What word is the opposite of nocturnal? Question 43, ladies and gentlemen, on horses. The question is, what name is given on horses to the part which is broadly similar to the human ankle? A horse, it's the joint between the cannon bone and the pastern bone. What's the name of that part of a horse? Broadly similar to the human ankle, although bone some resembles also to the ball of the foot. It is the joint between the cannon bone and the pastern bone. What name is that? What's the name of that part of a horse? Question 44. Ladies and gentlemen, is on video games. Pause on Fire, PAWS, on Fire in 2018. Intermediate games, Woolies Strike Back, Fur-Bitten Planet, Fractured Furry Tales 2, and the first game, Claws Encounters of the Third Kind, released in 1993, all feature which lead character, which is an example of the Red Lynx, or Lynx Rufus, if you prefer. What is that lead character who appeared in the first game in 1993 called Claws Encounters of the Third Kind? 2, the sequel, then Fractured Furry Tales, Fur-Bitten Planet, Woolies Strike Back, and 2018's Paws on Fire, all featuring which lead character, an example of a red lynx, or the Lynx Rufus, also has another name. Who is that character? Question 45. What I'm going to give you now is a sporting family. All you need to do is tell me the surname of this family. So the young cyclist, up-and-coming cyclist Freddie, and then a generation older, Freddie's uncle, Nick, represented Great Britain in the bobsleigh in the Olympics, and Freddie's father, Steve, was a middle distance Olympic medalist, multiple medalist. What is their surname? So Freddie, who is a young up-and-coming cyclist, recently won a couple of stages, well, not that recently, but won a couple of stages of other multi-day tours. Nick is the uncle of Freddie. He was a bobslayer extraordinaire, probably more a bobslayer ordinaire, if we're honest. And Freddie's father, Steve, a multiple middle distance Olympic medalist. What is their shared surname? Delighted to say that even at this late stage, there are 5 teams who are tied for the lead. That's exciting, isn't it? Question 46 is on children's characters and being banned. Images of which children's character were banned from use in China, as apparently it bears a pejorative resemblance to Chinese Premier Xi Jinping. Which character is banned from being printed in China, as apparently it bears a pejorative resemblance to Xi Jinping? The most recent 2018 film was not shown in China for this reason. Which Which character is that? Do make sure you're answering in the right space. Okay. Uh, yeah, I didn't mean to say a bear, but it's a bear for the band character. So if you put a non-bear, please change your answer. Well, you'd be wise to. You don't have to do that of a bear, not any bear, but a specific bear. Sorry, Ruth. It's a bear. What words you want to hear a childbirth? Shut up, Tom. Question 47 is on films, ladies and gentlemen, although tragically wrong for her excellent work in Catwoman. For what film was Halle Berry awarded the Oscar for leading actress in a leading role? In which film was Halle Berry given the Best Actress Oscar? Twinny's made me laugh. Thank you, Twinny. Question 48 is on adverts and booze, ladies and gentlemen. Which non-alcoholic beer was advertised memorably on television by both the former Southampton manager Laurie McMenemy and in a rare non-fatal appearance, Sean Bean, who memorably claimed he could drink one and still able to fly a plane? Which non-alcoholic beer was advertised on television by both Laurie McMenemy and Sean Bean, who claimed that he was able to drink one and still fly a plane? Apparently he could, as it was a rare appearance in which he did not perish. What was the name of that beer? I did say beer, not a bear, by the way. Question 49 is on celebration, religious celebration. Which day of Christian celebration, let's call it that, is celebrated 39 days after Easter Sunday? A Christian day of note, a Christian day of celebration. It's only 39 days after Easter Sunday. What day is that? Just a one-word answer is fine. As long as it's a specific word. If it's not the right word. Good. Question 50 is on similarly named Irishmen. There are two people whose full name, first name and surname, differ only in one letter. So only one letter different. Okay? And I need both the names, first name and surname. They differ only in one letter. One of them, a 19th century Catholic campaigner known as the Emancipator or the Liberator, known for his strong anti-unionist beliefs and wish for Catholic emancipation. So that's one of them. The other is a 20th and 21st century crooner, known for his gentle mix of Irish folk and country music and the extreme senescence of his audience. So who are those two people whose names differ only in one letter, only one letter different? First one, an Irishman, 19th century Catholic campaigner for Catholic emancipation and also repeal of the Act of Union between England and Ireland. He's one person. The other, a 20th and 21st century crooner, known for his lilting mix, beguiling mix of Irish folk and country music and the old age of his audience. What are those two names? I need first name and surname, although the first name's the same in both cases. So one first name, two surnames. That's what you need to give me there. Good. Neither of those men are bears, by the way. Question 51 is on mythology related. Polyphemus, which, that's right, everyone, does mean, in good translation, abundant in song of legend. So that means. Who's the son of Poseidon, ladies and gentlemen, entangled with Odysseus, is the most famous example of what species in Greek mythology? Polyphemus or Polyphemus, meaning literally abundant with song of legend, rich in those tales. Who's the son of Poseidon, is the most famous example of what species in Greek mythology most famous for a little tendril with Odysseus. What species is that? Wow. Think you're clever for the extra E. I need the first name as well. I presume you know it, but some teams just put two surnames. I presume you know it, but I do need the first names as well. Question 52 is on sport, ladies and gentlemen. The International Olympic Committee obviously all knows the Olympic Games, and nowadays the Summer Olympics and the Winter Olympics are at 2 year intervals. Previously, however, the Summer and Winter Olympics were in the same year. Before the Winter Olympics existed, the International Olympic Committee decided to arrange games held every 4 years, but halfway through the normal Olympic cycle. What were the names of these Olympic organised games, which were held in between the normal Olympic Games, but also at 4 year intervals? What's the name of those games? It's the something games. What was the name of those events? It was held, I mean, 1906, but presumably they thought they couldn't match the absolute majesty of the 1904 marathon, so decided not to bother again. What was the name of those games held by the Olympic Committee? In between the Olympic Games. Question 53, ladies and gentlemen. Known as the Man of 1,000 Voices, what was the name of the man who voiced a great many of the Looney Tunes characters, and whose gravestone, appropriately enough, reads, "That's all, folks"? What was the name of that man, known as the Man of 1,000 Voices, who provided the names of many of the Looney Tunes characters, presumably also a bear at some point, and whose gravestone, appropriately enough, reads, "That's all, folks"? What's the name of that? I will repeat the mythological beasts question, Stephanie. You're not bothering me at all. Polyphemus, gentlemen, was a son of Poseidon, and whose name means rich in song of legend, is the most famous example of which species in Greek mythology tangled famously with Odysseus. Polyphemus, who tangled with Odysseus and was son of Poseidon, the most famous example of what species in Greek mythology? Donald Wonky. That's not the right answer. Question 54 is on geography, legend, and I will thoroughly recommend, quiz us all, that if you're taking your partner to on a day trip to London, you should probably round it off by taking her up the Shard, which is London's tallest building. The second tallest and tallest in the city of London has recently been finished, although it is not yet open. And unlike things like the cheese grater and the water talkie and all that, it doesn't have a proper name like that. It's just called number 22, Wych Street, which is of some significance to this quiz. I'll tell you that now. Number 22, Wych Street, one word, but of some relevance to this quiz. What street is that? The second tallest building in the UK is number 22, Wych Street, in London, the city of London, which is of some significance to this quiz. What street is that? Thank you, Graham. And question 55, the last one. In this round is on music. Which word of 5 letters or more has appeared in the title of hit singles by all the following artists? That's one word, 5 letters or more. Appeared in the title of hit singles by all the following artists. So, Divorced, Beheaded, Died, Divorced, Beheaded, Survived. That's the Osmonds, of course. Madonna, Queen, Conor Maynard, Blur, and 90s wretch Cavanagh. Remember him? And also Ryder feat Terry Venables. One word, 5 letters or more. Appeared in the title of hit singles by the Osmonds, Madonna, Queen, Conor Maynard, Blur, Cavanagh, and Ryder feat Terry Venables. Which word is that, ladies and gentlemen? You're now free to do the music round. Do be careful trying to get them in the right spaces and all that. Okay? We will reconvene at 10:05. Gives you 23 minutes to sort out all your answers for those. Okay, so artist in the right space, artist in the first one, title in the second, okay, for each question. I'll give you 23 minutes to do those. And leave the last 4 answer spaces blank. Away you go. If you need anything repeating, just ask in the chat and I'll do my best, okay? Well, I'll just repeat it, in fact. There were two 80s questions, by the way, this week. I just remembered who you were. Sorry. Yes, there are two 80s ones. Promise. If I appear to have fallen asleep because I am phenomenally tired, could someone give me a call? I've slumped. What's it more? 15 minutes. Don't answer a pointless question yet. Someone's just written an artist there. Don't do that. Oh, right, okay, you've just been looking about. Okay, that's fine. No, I mean, it's a bad answer then. Good effort on the tiebreaker. 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 10 minutes. I mean, it's not. It's not really a book to read from, Claire. It's really is just about grammar. It's just tables and tables of grammar. Um, in fact, no. I mean, literally nobody wants this to be read to them. It's a punishment. Although you have all turned up for the quiz, so I suppose you might be gluttons. Shouldn't really talk with the people, that should I? It's never bound. Uh, 5 minutes. I wouldn't normally do this, but they have had a few problems with their answers. The Swan bitches, your answers from 58 to 63 are all shown blank. If that's right, that's fine. But there's no answers are registered, so maybe just put those in again. Sorry if you haven't done so. I only say this to help out. Okay. Did I say 5 past or 10 past? I think I said 10 past, didn't I? You got 7 minutes, not 2 minutes. Sorry. In fact, no, I did say 5 past. Don't worry, you've got plenty of time to finish stuff off now. Okay. It's now time for the final 4 questions, ladies and gentlemen. They are the 3 pointless questions and the tiebreaker. You'll get a point, get the tiebreaker spot on. However, it will normally be used for breaking ties. Your pointless questions, as ever, I gave 100 of my friends 100 seconds to name as many things as they could in a certain category. All you need to do is come up with correct answers that none of my friends said, so obscure answers. Okay? That's 76, 77, 78. 79 is the tiebreaker. Your pointless questions are as follows. Okay? I need either the name of any England Test cricketer since 1945 with 20 caps or more, any host of an Oscar ceremony, or any current Freeview TV channel. Okay? I'm not counting local channels and I'm not counting time delay channels. Okay? So no plus ones and no York TV or Bristol TV or anything like that. Okay? So any England Test cricketer with 20 caps or more, anyone who's hosted the Oscar ceremony, or any current Freeview TV channel, non-local and no time delay channels. Your tiebreak question is, according to the Guinness Book of Records, what is the highest number of yolks ever found in a normal hen's egg? The highest number of yolks there have ever been in a normal hen's egg. You've got, when you've finished and you've satisfied all your answers for the whole quiz, click on save, tick the 3 boxes, and then finish. Okay? I'm going to give you until 22:15, so that's 7 minutes to finalise all your answers. Do the pointless questions. Okay? You get a point if you get a pointless answer. And you've got until 22:15. No plus one channels on the preview channels. I did say that. Okay? You have 5 minutes for the whole quiz. Now that, whoever's given that answer has my approval for a pointless answer. Well done. 4 minutes remain. Sorry, Amy, I paid no attention to the stream and I was answering questions. I apologise. But you've got 2 minutes, everyone, by the way. You have 1 minute. Don't forget to finish. Oh, well done. Don't forget to finalise your answer sheet and all that. Finishing off. You've got 1 minute. I'm going to end the quiz in 60 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. So don't forget, save, tick the 3 boxes, and finish when you finish. Okay, 10 seconds to finish off. And stop. I'm ending the quiz now. Well done, all of you. Lovely stuff. Let's have some answers, shall we? Here are your answers. Number 1 was Herb Alpert. Number 2 is Peter Perfect. Number 3 was Yul Brynner. Number 4 was Ewan Roberts. Iwan Roberts. Number 5, Terry Hatcher. 6 is young David Attenborough. 7 is Yo-Yo Ma. 8 is Eddie Grant, ladies and gentlemen, which, if you take the initials, spell the message, Happy Birthday, Meg. His birthday is tomorrow. Happy birthday, Meg. She's 30. Number 9 is Lost for Words. 10 is the Burj. I may have got all these in one. No, 10 is the Burj Khalifa. 11 is Leon. 12, the absolutely amazing man who is Rakeem Cornwall. 13 is Mary Queen of Scots. 14 is the excellently named Flex Youngblood. And 15 is the Beast with 2 bats. On to the actual question. 16, the TV show is called Gone Fishing. 17, Sheffield United were denied that goal. 18, the hilarious holiday was held by Grant Shapps. Question 19, a considerably less hilarious holiday, Billy Holiday. 20, Wilhelm II, Wilhelm II. 21, Boudin. There's the sausage. 22, the link is that they're all linked. Link Ray, of course, we mentioned the paracord. So here's the rest of it. It's pretty straightforward. Other links, there are all the varieties of links. Link, the star of it, of course. Speak Easy by Shed 7, of course, was adapted to advertise The Link. At The Link, it's easy. 23, the A road is the A76. 24, it's the number of protons in the nucleus. 25, Taylor Swift. Please the album. 26, Marcus Bentley, the voiceover man. 27, Austria, region of Austria. 28, Kellogg's cornflakes, of course. 29, The Post. And 20, that's the Battle of Fulford. On to your writers, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So the 10 were Roald Dahl, Charles Dickens, J.K. Rowling, Beatrix Potter, Agatha Christie, William Shakespeare, Stephen King, Enid Blyton. They're the 8 people who were definitely writers. The 9th, the noted, I wouldn't say it's primarily an author, Charles Darwin. And you know when somebody writes, they come up with one really outstanding work and they just don't follow it up with anything. Yeah, so 10th in that list, Anne Frank. What? 11, the Magic Roundabout, of course, ladies and gentlemen, in Swindon. And on TV, 22, Diurnal is the opposite of nocturnal. 43, the Fetlock is the part of the horse. 44, Bugsy the Bobcat, which none of you got. 45, the surname is Ovett, Steve Ovett, Nick Ovett, and Freddie Ovett. 46, Winnie the Pooh, ladies and gentlemen, the 2018 film, of course, with Christopher Robin. 47, Monsters Ball was the word, the Halle Berry film. If you put Monster, I couldn't give you the marks. That's Charlie's still on, isn't it? 48, the alcohol-free beer is not Caliber, it is Barbican. Barbican alcohol-free beer. 49, Ascension, or Ascension Day. 50, those 2 Irishmen were Daniel O'Connell and Daniel O'Donnell. 51, Polyphemus. Polyphemus is a Cyclops, or Cyclopes. 52, they were the Intercalated Games. 53, the Man of 1,000 Voices was Mel Blanc. 54, number 22, Bishopsgate. Bishopgate, which is the Bishopgate Street, is the address of the Swan, ladies and gentlemen, where we're not now. 55, the word is crazy. Crazy Horses by The Osmonds. Crazy for You by Madonna. Crazy Little Thing Called Love. Are You Crazy by Conor Maynard. Crazy Beat by Blur. Crazy Chance by Gavanna. And England Crazy, of course, one of the great songs. Onto the music round, and some of you said that was too hard. I apologise. The music round. 56 was Love with Alone Again, or the next one was Paper Lace with Billy Don't Be a Hero. Next one was Johnny Hates Jazz with I Don't Want to Be a Hero. Then it was My Life Story with 12 Reasons Why I Love Her. I did allow 7 because the 7th single was called then it was The Strokes with 1251. And Booker T and the MGs with Green Onions. Then the Roxy Music with Street Life. And Susie and the Banshees, hello sir, with Christine. Then Naughty by Nature with Hip Hop Hooray. And then Zara Larsson with Lush Life. Your pointless answers, ladies and gentlemen, for the England cricketers, some more recent, but most of them from a bit ago. Willie Watson, Reg Simpson, Jeff Culler, Peter Richardson, John Murray, wicketkeeper. Well done. I expect that was a Phelps brother. Barry Knight, All Eyes on Parfitt, Peter Parfitt, Brian Luckhurst, Graham Roop, The Mike Hendrick Experience, Graham Foxy Fowler, Craig White, which was a pointless answer, and Gary Balance, which was also a pointless answer. Your Oscar hosts, of which there was one pointless answer correctly done, was Agnes Moorehead, Dick Powell, Alan Alda, Jane Fonda, Bob Burns, Conrad Nagel, Donald Duck, Tony Randall, Mort Saul, John Cromwell, Thelma Ritter, Michael Caine, Charlton Heston, Rock Hudson, Danny Kaye, Donald O'Connor, Frank Capra's It's a Wonderful Ceremony, George Gessel, Goldie Hawn, George Segal, Helen Hayes, Alan King, Irvin S. Cobb, Jack Benny, Celeste Holm, Claudette Colbert, Diana Ross again, Lawrence Grant, Lionel Barrymore, Paul Douglas, Robert Montgomery, Shirley MacLaine, Ellen Burstyn, Will Rogers, and William C. DeMille. And the preview channels could have been CCX TV, Sony Movies, Merit, Quest Red, HGTV, TJC, TG4, the Sony Channel, Blaze, one of that, TBN UK, Jewelry Maker, Shopping Quarter, Now 70s, Clubland TV, Hot Chanda, TV Warehouse, Pop Max, but not Tiny Pop, lucky, something called Yas, 365 Travel, that's not a real channel, but no one said it, so it's fine. Russia Today, RT, Sun Life, Vision TV, Arise News, Channel Box, and Expanded TV, which is a very naughty channel. Now, the light comes on if I do that, that's nice, isn't it? And the tiebreak question, the highest number of yolks ever found in one egg is 9. 9 yolks in one egg, as Crowded House famously said. Your leaderboard, ladies and gentlemen. There are some scores of note here. I'm going to start. Everyone who got over 40 is getting read out here. So, in 9th place with 41 with the Purple House. In 8th with 42, the Lincolnshire Knockers. 7th with 43, the Darnstaple Otters. And then, let's be honest, Daylight. The Chords in 6th with 51. Equal 4th were the Swan Bitches and Kurt Zoomers with 52. In 3rd place, a commendable effort from the Sweet Chariot himself, Jim Lowe. And 2nd with 57, No Effing Pub. And the winning team with 59, universally challenged. A round of applause for all. I'm very proud of you. Thank you all for taking part. Well done. There'll be another quiz at the same time next week, at which it will be a mercifully unmasked pleasure to each and every one of your beautiful smiling faces. Until which time, goodbye. I'll post the leaderboard here just in case anyone wants it. Yes, fine score. 15's a good score as well, I must say. It's a pleasure. Thank you all for taking part. I appreciate it. And it gives me direction and purpose, which otherwise I lack. Thank you. Well done. Well done. Well done all.